Oil prices surge after Middle East strikes. Is crude heading toward $150 next? Oil prices surge as Middle East tensions and attacks on key energy infrastructure raise supply concerns, while strong technical breakouts and geopolitical risks keep the market biased toward further upside. Oil prices rose sharply with geopolitical tensions in the Middle East. Brent crude oil surged above $110 a barrel after reports of an airstrike on Iran's South Pars gas field. This field is world's largest natural gas reserve. Prices briefly touched around $112 in early Asian trade before easing slightly, but the trend remains strong. Energy markets responded swiftly with fears of supply disruption. These concerns are driven by threats of retaliation and continued instability throughout key energy infrastructure in the region. Middle East conflict disrupts supply and drives oil prices higher. The latest rally followed reports of damage to vital energy facilities in both Iran and Qatar. The South Pars gas field and Ras Laffan industrial site are at the core of global energy supply, especially for liquefied natural gas. Any disruption in these facilities is immediate cause of concern for markets. According to the reports, fires were brought under control and no casualties were reported. However, the extent of the damage raised serious concerns about the continuity of supplies. Iran's heavy response added to anxiety of the market. The military threatened decisive action and gave the signal of possible retaliation against energy infrastructure. At the same time, Qatar had already stopped production at some point in the conflict, which had tightened supply conditions even before the latest escalation. These developments added a strong risk premium to oil prices. Therefore, prices remain elevated and look for further upside. Oil price technical analysis breakout signals further upside. The long-term outlook for oil prices shows a strong bullish price action that has emerged after the U.S. and Israel strikes on Iran. The prices broke above the descending trend line at $72 and broke the 200 SMA on the weekly chart at the $80 region. After breaking these levels, prices surged above $100 and then corrected back towards $80 to find strong support at the 200 SMA. After finding the support, the Brent crude oil prices have closed above $100 on a weekly basis. This breakout indicates a strong move towards $125 to $135, which is the minimum target for this supply shortage in the short term. However, after consolidating within the $125 to $135, oil prices are likely to break higher towards the $200 region if the Strait of Hormuz remains closed. The RSI indicator also shows strong overbought conditions. However, the prices will likely continue higher in the short term despite these overbought signals. The $100 now becomes the key support level, and the conflict will continue to take prices towards the $200 region. The monthly chart of WTI crude oil also shows that oil prices have broken the red highlighted region. Prices are now poised to surge toward $125 to $130. This resistance is defined by the red dotted line. The volatility spikes within the descending channel pattern indicate that the oil prices will likely trend strongly higher. This move could extend towards the $150 region if the $125 resistance is broken. If the Strait of Hormuz remains closed and there is a supply shortage, prices will likely accelerate towards $200 in the near term. Oil price outlook. Can crude reach $150 next? Oil prices are supported by geopolitical risks. Supply concerns remain at forefront, with tensions around key energy infrastructure showing no signs of abating. The technical structure also indicates further upside, with key breakouts from $100 and bullish momentum. In the near term, price action will depend on development of the conflict around energy infrastructure. If the disruptions to energy market persist, oil prices will likely remain high and move to $150. The immediate resistance in Brent crude oil is in the $125 to $135 range. If you'd like to know more about how to trade crude oil, please visit our YouTube channel and Facebook page.